Hello, friends. Hello again. I am back. I am Ozan Kurtbey. Welcome to my astrology channel, everyone. We've started the weekly astrology analyses and commentaries. Exactly. Friends, we recorded the video yesterday. We talked about it briefly. Let's talk about it again today. Starting from next week, let's even use an analogy. Starting next week, with Saturn also moving into Aries, the planet Saturn. Now, we need to take the planets as our basis. Pluto is in Aquarius. The Sun and Jupiter are in Gemini. Aquarius is an air sign. Gemini is an air sign. Saturn will move into Aries, fire, and automatically like 1.5, 2 months later at most, Uranus will move into Gemini. This also indicates that the powerful fire and air elements will take dominance over the expansive sky for a while. So there is a very fast flow. It's a process that is fundamentally and entirely based on the mind and on deliberate, purposeful action. Besides, the planet Saturn, which we call the filter, will be in the cardinal fire sign Aries. That is thinking and acting, thinking and action. And in fact, since Aries is the sign of beginnings, we will be passing through a solid filter. Starting from the end of this week. In the most recent Noah's Ark movie, the beings who are sent to this dimension are specifically referred to as angels. These angels who have been sent to this dimension for a particular purpose say something important to the last chosen one before a significant event occurs. They ask, why did you betray your mission? The chosen one asks this question. They say, we were sent here for the development of humankind. But they declared war on us as if we wanted to harm them, and we were turned to stone. We were turned to stone. Then the chosen one says, if you help me from now on, they will consider your mission complete. You will be considered as having completed your task by the higher dimension and will automatically be forgiven. So, what is the mission? You will show no mercy to anyone in the world who stubbornly refuses to awaken, who insists on not waking up. And you will help in the construction of my ship. You will crush them, and tear them to pieces. When you do this, you will be forgiven. And go watch the movie. They smash apart the people who refuse to wake up using axes and hammers, just like Saturn will do in Aries over the next 4 years. They don't wake up. So are you stubbornly refusing to wake up? All right, it's up to you. It's your choice, man. You will be the one to face the consequences, because thought and action will take center stage, and with a solid speed of thought. Now, if we move on to the zodiac signs, if we move on to the signs, it's a very beautiful process. It's a tailor-made period for people who pursue what they think, their goals, their desires, who fight for them, who are result-oriented, who chase their dreams and say, I will build this, I will build myself. Now, for those friends whose sun sign and rising sign are Libra, what's the situation for you next week? The sun is entering your 9th house. This is a lucky period for you. Why? As the ruler of the 9th house is Sagittarius, that is Jupiter. Jupiter represents an aristocratic structure and brings plenty of luck. In fact, the sun will be in conjunction with Jupiter in that house this month. This could bring you luck upon luck if you make use of it. Saturn will move into Aries at the end of next week, into your 7th house. There is a serious transformation happening. If you can evaluate this, at the beginning of the week, the moon will already be in Taurus, and after passing through Taurus, from your 8th house, there will be external connections, foreign resources, other people's resources, and material or value-based transformation related to these. Because it's Taurus. Venus is already in your 7th house now. If you make good use of this transformation cycle next week through other people's resources, you'll encounter the sparkling Gemini new moon there, and you'll start to foresee everything you couldn't predict before, because the new moon will emerge with a positive energy. There you'll know exactly what to do and how to do it in this new period, because it's a new era. Pluto is in Aquarius. Then the Sun is in Gemini, and after that, Uranus is in Gemini as well. It's a process entirely focused on thought, on rising to higher consciousness, and on transforming life standards accordingly, undergoing a profound transformation. You'll experience the first signs of this process deeply and thoroughly. This week, when the moon moves into Cancer, it will all fall perfectly into place for you. Down below, Pluto is already in your 5th house, bringing plenty of creativity. Exactly. Experience the final confrontations with external connections. After that, focus on moving full speed ahead on your own path. Just keep moving forward. Anyone who wants to accompany you on this journey will do so. There's no problem with that. They'll want to join you. You just keep walking your path. In fact, anyone who truly wants to be with you in your emotional life will come to you this week. Why? Because Venus is in your 7th house. So anyone who comes around just to play games will leave with their own tricks. The moon is in Aries, Venus is in Aries. At the end of the week, Saturn moves there as well. Literally. Anyone trying to manipulate will end up drowning in their own manipulation, because Saturn will suffocate them there, plain and simple. There's nothing to be done about it there. By the end of the week, you'll reach the Moon-Mars conjunction. You'll reach the Mars conjunction. Break that cycle on your own path. Well, you already have, so that's done. Now it's just about final touches, finishing up, and any last confrontations. Because once Saturn enters, it's over. Once Saturn enters Aries, it's done. After that, it's all settled. After that, everything falls into place. The faster you adapt yourself to the new era with your creativity, the more comfortable you'll be, dear Libra. And since luck upon luck will come your way, because Jupiter is there. The Sun is also in Jupiter's own house. This week is completely tailor-made. You will experience both the preparation and the transition phase after the preparation at the same time, dear Libra. That's why it's a picture of a tear. In other words, you should have learned this by now. Me first, because you are a scale, you don't eat first. Me first. Pluto's in Aquarius. Me first, then us. Mayday, mayday, don't drive the person crazy. Look at this person. When Saturn moves into your 7th house, things get serious. Exactly, things are serious. Now, let's move on to Scorpios. Ding, 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 dear Scorpios. The Sun has made a dramatic entrance into your 8th house. It has entered your house, for one thing. Exactly, it has entered your house. There, it will conjunct with Jupiter. What was the 8th house about? Managing other people's resources, benefiting from them, open competition, and the opportunities that arise from that competition. And this is your phase of transformation. Exactly. And at the end of the week, Saturn finally leaves your 5th house and moves into your 6th house. Solid and resilient, daily routines that are updated and changing. Exactly, evolving and changing routines. Pluto is stable in the 4th house. It's already there. Up above, together with Mars, it will start to meticulously work through your life. By the end of this week, you will have completed those closures. After that, it will start those processes, the actions. Because Saturn, Aries is the area of self. This is my living space, and whatever needs to be done here, I will do it. And in the coming month, there will be foreign resources that want to support this, even foreign resources that I will generate myself. They can provide as much support as they want, but in the end, since Pluto is in the 4th house, I will build my own living space with the support of Saturn and Pluto. With Uranus moving into Gemini over the next 7 years, it will already start bringing you sudden opportunities from external resources in your 8th house. There's nothing you can do about that. But as I said, as I mentioned before, this week is the week to firmly establish that. Set it up. Establish it from the 8th house. After that, go all out. Dear Scorpio Sun and Rising sign, Saturn has also moved out of there. Flirtations and creativity are no longer causing problems. After that, just bring it into your life, man. I had put a filter on his creativity. I'm removing that filter from there. Now, as you bring what you create into your life, I'll be there. I'll be there to support you. I'll be there to teach you discipline. Now, let's move on to friends with Sagittarius Sun and rising signs. What's going on? What's not? Din, 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 din. Now, it's your turn. The Sun has moved into a new house, man. The Sun has moved into the 7th house. There, it will conjunct with your ruling planet. Serious opportunities. Look, I'm repeating myself. Serious opportunities. Serious opportunities. How you use these serious opportunities is up to you, whether you write them down or make them obvious. In other words, you'll be the one to experience the outcome. Do whatever you want. Go ahead, write it down. Venus in the 5th house brings luck in flirtations and creativity. At the beginning of the week, the moon in your 6th house will bring unexpected developments in your daily routines. And after that, even bigger surprises, bigger and bigger surprises that will allow you to seriously transform the situation. In your Saturn. But now here's the situation. At the end of the week, Saturn will move from your 4th house, your foundational area, into your 5th house of creativity. You're less lucky than Scorpio. Why? Because Scorpio goes with a fixed improvisation. Saturn hit their improvisation. It said, stop right there. Do the improvisation properly. As for you, forget about improvising. If anyone can keep you in place, hats off to them. For the next 4 years, you're going to have a tough time there. If you're like, I can't sit still, I want growth. Okay, growth is fine, but it needs to be routine, a steady kind of growth. I'll be gone for 6 months. That won't fly. They don't eat, Saturn doesn't eat there, let me tell you. Whose incident is it? Mine. So where are you? You started it here. Where are you now? That's what it'll ask you afterwards. You're going to go through this serious transformation, but you'll also get a serious lesson in discipline. You're going to get a serious lesson in discipline, but again, not again. This is the real deal. Not again. This is truly yours. Nug, nug, nug. Uranus is entering your 7th house. Your 7th house, my boy. Uranus is entering. Look now, if Uranus is entering your 7th house and Saturn is taking its place in your 5th house, it means that in the coming period, you're going to be seriously refined, really refined by sudden strokes of luck. This week, you're going to make a significant move in terms of your values. Saturn is also in Aries. It will tell you to establish your living space in a truly disciplined way and to improve yourself. And the new moon will also occur in your 7th house. There, you will experience a real awakening, get the sunshine, so to speak. From there, it will move into Cancer. Since you're already doing it, since you've set your intention, then it will say, see us too. In the 8th house, will you say, is Cancer like that? That's exactly what it will say. Right now, Mars is in the house you rule in the zodiac. In your 9th house, you just need to take it from there and go full speed ahead. Actually, these matters are simple. You're the one making things harder for yourself, my friend. Exactly. You're making things harder for yourself. Pluto's in the 9th house, man. Your money is in the 3rd house, in the house of the mind. It is so strong right now, here and the immediate surroundings. If you didn't make things harder for yourself, there wouldn't be any problems at all. Now let's move on to Capricorns. Come on, for the sake of your past. Dear Capricorns, what's our situation? What's our situation? There's no problem. No problem. Ask Capricorn, what's your situation, Capricorn? No problem. It's always like this. Saturn is leaving your 3rd house. This week, it's planting a pine tree in your 4th house of roots. Well, if there's really no problem, we'll see this week. If there really is a problem, we'll see this week. Capricorn, what's the situation? Was there no problem? There wasn't last week. What happened? Yes, if you're troubled, then there is a problem. I had it, I just wasn't letting it show. Now it's double. It settled into number 4, you know. Now it's double. The sun has entered house number 6. Bro, you can solve that problem like this. Why? Because the sun is adding color to your 6th house. To the house where you do your daily routines, your daily habits, where you live. And there's also the luck of Jupiter and the sun there. It brings vital energy there. There's also Jupiter there. That brings luck too. Fear God, father, son, and daughter in a drunken state. Fear God. Venus is in the 4th house. Luck upon luck. So, bro, what about you? You reduced the risk below 0, didn't you? Yeah. You found it? That's what you're doing? You reduced the risk below 0. The risk was 0. And then even more luck came. And this time you lowered the bar for risk even further. Come on, I want the most ready-made one. No way, they're not buying it. They're not buying it, dear Capricorn. You need to fix this. If you don't, you'll be planting a fig tree in your own hearth. Saturn is already going to lay the roots of the fig tree in the 4th house. Well, you'll have to deal with the consequences, my friend. Next week, you'll be tapping into your creativity. After that, you added a splash of color to the situation in your daily routines with some truly amazing, wonderful surprises. So, then, again, because of the moon, the last time the moon was in Cancer, it made a sudden coo sound. If you hear that sound, if you hear it, if you already heard it, it immediately blows and bounces off in house number 8. For us too. While you're doing this, while you're doing that, you'll be doing it all with great ambition. But Saturn will have entered your 4th house. Come on, transform that. First transform yourself, then transform it. I will do it, but I have a little task to take care of. What happened? I need to deal with that fig tree. I need to deal with this fig tree. Otherwise, Pluto won't forgive you. You're transforming, but do it properly. Exactly. Should I bring that risk factor you pulled below 0 up to 0, right? No, bring it above 0. Why? If it works, I'm an accountant after all. I'll come there. Oh, me too, exactly. Got it. Now that we've progressed here, let's move on to our friends whose sun sign and rising sign are Aquarius. We'll see what's going on with you. What's the situation? So where is the sun transitioning to now? To the 5th house, the house of creativity. It's such an enlightenment that it'll blow your mind. Wow. So happy, exactly. And together with creativity. Where did Saturn go? May your Gaza be blessed, dear Aquarius. Congratulations. Saturn has now left your 2nd house. It's leaving now. So that is moving to house number 3. There, it brings such a beautiful leap to the mind, a real leap. What is the 3rd house? The house of thought, social media, close environment, siblings, and also the house that connects the 3rd to the 9th. Transferring what I think into life with the support of my close circle. There, Saturn in dynamic Aries literally begins to shape and profoundly influence that tremendous explosion of Aries energy. Go for it. Take the initiative. This is here. Pluto is in your 11th house. It is transforming your living space. And it says, do it, do it. It will take you from one experience to another. Do it. Do it together with Saturn. In fact, Uranus will come too. Where to? To your 5th house. With sudden ideas and opportunities, in a few months, its effects will raise the bar even higher. But right now, these are the very first awakenings, the first crawling awakenings. You will already be able to foresee it. The only thing you need to do is ask, what's here, man? Go for it. Whatever is there, dive in solidly. At the beginning of the week, Mercury and Uranus are in Taurus. Surprising ideas and developments regarding values. You grabbed it from there. Your horizons expanded with the Gemini new moon. What do you need to do? Bring on the enthusiasm. Bring on the enthusiasm. The moon has moved into Cancer. Now, you're starting to really settle into how you'll express that enthusiasm, feeling it deep inside. There are no more question marks left. So, if there are no more questions, won't people ask, then what are you waiting for? Exactly. The moon has moved into Leo. Mars conjunction. Boom. That's all there is to it. While you're going full speed ahead, just like that, Saturn has already moved into Aries. Give, V-ear, give, bucket, give. I mean, don't give, I mean, do. Do it, Aquarius, do it. Don't give anything to anyone. Do it yourself, do it for yourself, okay? Do it for yourself. Produce, build. Produce, build. I'll send Uranus into Gemini from behind. Build even more. For the next 4 years, Saturn will already be in this area of construction. So just see how high you can raise it. Is that it? That's it, man. That's it. No mercy, no mercy. Now let's move on to the closing sign of astrology. Dear Pisces, the sun is adding color to your 4th house. Jupiter is already there. Expand as much as you can. Are you expanding your house, growing your workplace, changing the shape of your home, or adding more floors? That's up to you. But make sure you make the most of it this month. Fear Allah. Because after that, Jupiter will move from there into Cancer and will say, create. Create what? Create whatever you want. Goodness gracious. Are we going to tell him that too? Create this. Why should I care? They say they can create, but they can't be bothered, supposedly. Well, if you dare, then don't bother. At the end of the week, Saturn moves from Pisces into Aries, into your house of effort and construction. If you don't want to put in the effort, that's your choice, but you'll pay the price. If you want, it's up to you. No problem for us. And Uranus, well, Uranus is already moving into your 4th house. It'll tear your home apart, no problem at all. Completely shattered. It'll destroy everything you've built so far and make you rebuild it all over again. Aren't you going to put in the effort? Go ahead, tear your house apart. I'm telling you, man, I'm Uranus. Tear your house apart. You say you don't want to deal with it, but you'll have to, whether you like it or not. How is he going to sleep in a shattered home? Exactly, do it if you want. Next week, you'll start off your week by focusing on the things you've been thinking about in particular, and some surprising developments in your close circle of friends and family. After that, the moon will move into Gemini, a new moon. You know that inner voice you heard about your own desires, your life and your career, that vroom sound? Jupiter is there. How am I going to go full throttle? Just keep going, keep running down your path, go all out. So after that, did I move the moon into Cancer? You'll literally be hit by a waterfall of intuition. You'll see it there and you'll know. And in fact, after you see it, you'll already be swimming in it, whether you swim in your flirtation or add more to what you've already done. The 5th house is the house of creativity. There's a real celebration going on there. Saturn is making the final touches. There, it gives you a flow of uncertainty. After that, it will move straight into your 2nd house anyway. As it moves into your 2nd house, you'll already be feeling it. There, when the moon finally moves toward a conjunction with Mars in the house where Mars is, in Leo, you, dear Pisces, should have already set out on your path. Whether you go alone or with a family, call the entire clan, bring everyone along. It doesn't matter at all. As long as you go, as long as you set out, that's what matters. Because it's necessary, it's a must. Because Saturn foresees that you need to set out. Wherever Saturn is, that's the phase where you'll build your values. Look, if you don't do it from there, Uranus will end up tearing that house apart on the other side anyway. Go out, and with Uranus's support, you'll reshape what you've expanded during the descent. Otherwise, if you don't do it, misfortune will pass through there. It'll look around and see that no one is here. Bam, bam. A whole year will go to waste. You need to make the most of this month in an amazing way. Dear Pisces, kisses your hands. Exactly. Kisses your hands. Take it easy. Friends, thank you all very much. I'm Ozan Kurt Bey. See you in future broadcasts. For now, goodbye. Take care.